Hello everyone, welcome back to Just Invest Today, and in today's video we are talking about Michael Burry. Is Michael Burry at this point the biggest bear ever? I've never heard someone talk about the pending stock market crash more than damn Burry. Ever since his claim to fame in the whole freaking housing crash in 2008, he is a god in the investment community. And it's been crazy. And actually, Jeremy from Financial Education pointed out a great point about Michael Burry, that his claim to fame was all about CDOs in the housing market. He didn't make his money in the stock market buying companies, doing all these crazy trades that he does in and out of companies. That's not how he made his money. He made his money betting on CDOs and how that was going to falter. It wasn't about being the Warren Buffett and generating 30-40% returns over a span of 10, 20, 30 years. That's not how he did it. He did it by predicting a market crash in the housing market. So guys, it's not comparable, and I love this point by Jeremy. Definitely got to give him his credit on that point, which is an amazing point, because people always think you can just transfer over skills. Just because you predict one thing, that means you're amazing at predicting everything else or doing everything right in the stock market, which isn't the case. Guys, Michael Burry just sold out of everything, 100% out of everything. That's how you know where his mindset is at this point. And he bought Geo. He's just trolling. Him buying Geo is trolling. Guess what Geo is? Geo is a publicly traded corporation that invests in private prisons and mental health facilities. Like, what is he doing? He's trolling you guys. Like, that's a huge troll. Like, there's no other reason why he would buy Geo. He just bought it last 3 or 4 quarters. Then he sold out of it. Now he's buying it again. Like, it's just weird what he does. Like, let's be honest. He's not making money on any of these bets. They're just trolling positions and buying in and out of companies and selling in and out. Like, that's not how you make your money, man. In my opinion, he can be right and wrong at the same time. Remember, no one can predict the market. No one can guess. So the market already crashed in 2020 and it already crashed this year. How many more crashes do we need? Like, a 20% decline is not a crash. Like, that's what happened in this market already. And underneath the hood, a lot of companies already went down 50%. Like, a lot of companies already crashed that much. So it's not crazy to think that we already went past a crash, but there can be another deeper crash, and that's always on the table. So let's go into some of his tweets on why he thinks there's a crash or why you think this market is just fake right now. The market went up 11% in a month, which is a crazy return. Nasdaq went up 25% already. So he's just saying this is just a bear market rally. And this is his thesis on, there's been so many bear market rallies during these crazy crashes, and it eventually all crashes down during these bear market rallies. So let's go through some of his tweets. So here is the first tweet from Michael Burry. Contrary to the internet and the Twitter sphere, there have been bear market rallies that eclipsed 50% retracement and led to a lower low. April 1930, November 1938, June 1946, and since 1950, November 1968, depends on how you define a bear rally and or a cycle and life charts. So he's saying that there's been so many bear rallies that you just don't know when the market is just going to fall again. And these rallies are all fake. They all have that potential, or people thinking it's all over, but it's never always all over. It just declines after these bear market rallies. Do you believe that this is just another bear market rally? And he has good evidence of this. The S&P 500 completed a 22% 2-month rally and the Nasdaq a 43% rally. The S&P would fall another 42% and the Nasdaq another 48% by the bottom post-WorldCom in late 2002, May 21st, 2001. Can't shake that silly pre-Enron, pre-9/11, pre-WorldCom feeling. Here it is again. He's predicting that this is just a quick bear market rally coming to a market crash eventually again. And it's kind of, I don't know, man. I don't really feel it that way. Like, what's going to crash the market? I think there has to be a reason to crash the market like that. It doesn't always have to be like that, but I think in this market right now, there has to be some crazy situation like Chinese and Taiwan, or inflation going like 12-13% again, or like just some kind of situation that just crashes the market, like some kind of increased war between Russia and Ukraine maybe. I don't know. Do you believe that this is just another fake market rally, or do you feel like this is kind of just leveling out at this time? So that's what he's predicting right now. Here's another tweet. The silliness is back. After 1929, after 1968, after 2000, after 2008, the strain of silliness that transformed bulls into bubbles completely and utterly disappeared. But that familiar COVID era silliness is not dead yet, like 2001, before Enron, before 9/11, before WorldCom. So he says the COVID era has not disappeared. He's still seeing like FUBU TV, Bed Bath & Beyond, GME, AMC, all these stocks taking off like it's the COVID era still. So he says that we're still in that era. It's still a bubble pretty much. He still believes it's a bubble right now and that we're going to crash. So what are your feelings going into this market and going into the end of this year? In my opinion, I think it's going to crash a little bit, maybe down another 10-15%. And guys, we got to prepare for that. I feel like we should start building up a position, kind of preparing for that. If there's another 20% down, we should be happy. A lot of these amazing stocks are going to go lower and lower. We can buy more Google, more Facebook, more Baba, more anything that you set your mind to, or any of these cheap stocks that we see in the market, whatever it is. Because I feel like valuations are still kind of not that low yet. Like, really, like there's been a strong recovery in a lot of these stocks, but they're still not that low in my opinion. So guys, what do you think about Michael Burry making all these predictions, another market crash after this bear rally? Like and subscribe to my channel. Peace.